Alright, I'm gonna do this as simple as fast as I can. This is how you remove the clutch out of a 2008 through 17, I believe, Lancer. Manual, obviously. Alright, mine just boosted. So first thing you gotta do is remove the battery, then you go ahead and remove the freaking the battery brackets right here. That's one bracket there, the other bracket's here. I removed my ECU out of the way. The ECU sits right here. So I left it right here. I removed it out of the way to get that out the way. Disconnect your line for the transmission, for the clutch actually. Then there's two bolts down here that you want to get with an extension here, such as here. 212s you want to grab here and here, down here. Somewhere here, there you go, down there, to take off your shifter cable. Then you take two, what do you call it? Something to pry this up here. Boom, the transmission cables here, shift cables, and the other one right there and here, right there where my middle finger's at. And you pop that up and get that out the way. Lower these bolts, drop your subframe a little bit. I'm gonna show you those bolts right now. Those are, you gotta grab it. This bolt here, but you got to grab it through here, and then you got this other bolt right here, and then same thing for the other side. Then you pull out your axle. I would just remove these two nuts right here. You can pull this off to make it easier on your lower control arm. Pop that out, hit it with a hammer right on the side of here. It'll pop right out. Pull that out, boom. You don't got to remove none of these bolts here. You're all set. Then pull the axle out. Obviously, you know, you got your axle nut in there. You break it with a 32 millimeter, and bam. Then your axle comes out. You could pull it out, but I'm leaving it in so I don't drop no transmission fluid. And then come to the other side. Same thing here. Same two bolts I was talking about. You got one here, then you go through the other side to get here, through here, to get to that bolt right here. They're both lowered out. As you can see, my sway bar is broken, but don't mind that. Same thing here. I actually have a cotter pin on this one. This is a replacement axle, so this one's a little different design. I pull the cotter pin out, but I gotta take off my spacer, pull the cotter pin, then take that axle nut, pop it out. I'm leaving my axles in. Just I gotta have to be careful because of my oil line. My oil return from a turbo. And again, you take out these nuts here, these bolts. So you can see the through bolt that's on the other side. I mean, that's not on the other side, that's here, this side. So you got 4 through bolts, boom, boom, pull that out. Or like I said, you can take the lower control arm off, pop it down, then pull this completely out the way and you're good. Then you have 3 bolts to take off the subframe with, the lower cross member. Then you gotta take this, that's 14. That's the motor mount. That goes right into here. And then those are the other 2 you gotta take out there and there. I think those are 17s. The axles right here. I don't know if you can see that, but you don't have to pull it out. I'm just gonna move my motor forward. As you can see, it moves because it's already loose. And then you got 6 bolts here. You got 1 tucked way up here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the bottom. You also have to disconnect your coolant passage right here from the motor, so it'll be connected down here, and there's another one down there on the other side. It'll be connected, so you gotta remove that. And then the clutch line, like I said, you gotta take those bolts out. Then the bolts at the top that you have to take out are, one is here, right here. Let me see if you can see that. One is right where my finger's at. Yeah, you can barely see it, but one's here for the starter. Second one is right here. You got another one here. Another one up there. Another one. So you got about like 4 or 5 bolts. 11 bolts, or 10 to 11 bolts altogether. And then the reason why you gotta lower the subframe is because this back portion right here will hit. Normally I take off this mount, but I'm gonna just let this mount stay here and just slide across everything. Who cares? All right, simply said, that's how you remove the clutch. And the transmission so you can get to your clutch. Oh yeah, disconnect your slave cylinder at this T down there.